Do I think AI will replace? No, I don't. I keep getting this fucking question in the chat. Do I think AI is going to replace producers? No, not at all. Not in any fucking way, because there's no magical AI algorithm that's going to make a hit. It's completely impossible. Therefore, if what people think AI is going to do, like, you know, be like you press a button and you make a hit, that's just, it's not going to happen, because you can't, like, if record labels really knew how to make hits, we'd have nothing but hits. You see what I mean? Hits are like, they're hard to come by, and there's no fucking way to predict that. Like, one of the best examples of that is the XXXTentacion song. I think I said his name right. The Look at Me song, where the demo version leaked, or fuck man, I don't know exactly what happened, but like, it wasn't the mastered version of that song that came out and everyone fell in love with it. You know, like, that song wasn't technically finished when it blew up and became like the cultural phenomenon that it was, that put that dude on the map. Like, you can't tell what a hit's going to be. Sometimes something just resonates with people, and you can't put an algorithm or an AI bot or anything on that. You don't know what's going to hit and what's not going to hit. And I don't see the robots, you know, coming to get us with this one. I just don't. Like, and like your dolls and all your softwares already has so much like algorithms and technically AI shit in there. Like, if it was going to replace us, it would have replaced us by now. Like, you got software like Captain Chords that has, like, you know, Captain Beats and Captain Bass and Captain Melody, where it helps you like write the melodies, and it'll generate random like beat loops that you can then take and change and drag around. And like, we're all still working and we're all still eating, so like that's basically, like, you know, like what a lot of people are afraid of, and it's already like here. So I don't see it, and I'm not knocking that. I love Captain Chords because I used to use it before Ableton had the scale function in the piano roll, because I don't know music theory. I can't sit at a MIDI controller and like press chords and make, you know, these beautiful fucking ballads. But with that, it allows me to, like, you know, get close. And that's what I mean by, like, AI is just going to take the weak spots of producers and just kind of like balance it out with the other stuff that they're good at. Like, if you're good at drum shit, it'll help you with the melodies. If you're great at melodies, it might help you with like sound design. It's going to be one of those situations. And I don't fucking see, like, you know, producers going hungry out in the streets, you know what I mean? Like, getting jobs at Home Depot. Like, if you're at on like a Scott Storch level or a fucking Timberland level, like, those guys, they're not going nowhere. And while it will make the art of making the actual production or the product of music making easier, like, you're still gonna need to have like that personality or that brand that's going to go with those sounds and with those projects that you put out. Like, AI is not going to be able to make that part of the business, at least not well. I mean, yeah, it could make an avatar, and then like, you could make an avatar and make a brand with AI and make these shitty beats with AI, but people won't gravitate to that because there's not an actual human behind it. There's nothing for them to relate to except for computer code. You know what I mean? I don't see that happening. Yeah, I'm sorry I keep coughing this whole thing. But yeah, man, like, we already have shit like you have Soothe 2, which you know, it removes the harsh frequency in guitar tracks or any tracks. Like, I throw it on some of like my harsher bass sounds whenever I'm making dubstep and shit like that, and it works great. But even that, like, you can overuse it. Like, I use Soothe 2. Soothe 2 has like a soft button and a hard button. I use Soothe 2 on the soft one, and I only ever really kind of crank the mix up of the plugin to like 20-30%, because it takes too much of like those frequencies out, the imperfections, the noise that kind of makes a sound more beefy, more alive, more imperfect. It like that takes away like the human and imperfect element. Like, that's why people love analog so fucking much now, it seems, because it's all analog is by nature imperfect. It's like, you know, you press a sound on a synthesizer in a computer, you're getting that exact same fucking sound. every single goddamn time, okay? If you press a note on a synthesizer, you'll get a sound, but it won't be 100% perfect. And then like if you move that synthesizer and you press that exact same fucking key, that sound will be very, very close, but it won't be exactly the same, because if you move the wires and the components around inside the analog fucking equipment, it changes the tone of that sound. Not like a crazy amount, but like, I mean, unless you're on some really old shit, but it is there, and that little bit of fucking imperfection is kind of what gives songs that warmth that like people talk about. That's why people say the analog sounds warm. It's not that it's warm or has this magical thing to it. It's just that it's actually kind of a little bit imperfect. And you know, like I was showing people earlier with the hi-hats, like what sounds better, or fucking like having a rhythm to it. Like, I know I shouldn't be fucking making sounds with my mouth. I sound like a damn fool. I sound like a fool. But yeah, AI is not gonna fucking replace us in any way, shape, or form. I just don't fucking see it happening, man. I don't see it happening. I really don't. Like, I don't see a fat beat machine coming anytime soon. But yeah, I don't know why you guys keep fucking asking me about that.